Today is the first of a two-part series dedicated to flattening your tummy and strengthening the pelvic floor. That means there's no embarrassing dribbles, or at least we're trying to prevent that. Today you're going to learn how to feel the burn and know that you're toning the upper and middle tummy by doing the crunch. You've probably heard that doing a lot of crunches when you're lying on your back and there's a lot of pressure on the spine, they can actually create worse problems, both for the pelvic floor and for your back. So there's a very special technique in order to ensure that you are getting a strong and pulled in tummy, a healthy pelvic floor without creating injury. And that's what we want, right? So today we are gonna do the healthy, perfect crunch. And if you're just starting back after a long time off, first begin by doing my starter exercises that you can see right here. For this workout, you don't need anything but your fingers and the floor. Let's get started. Okay, so we are starting on the ground. However, I wanted to show you this form first standing up so you can really see what I'm doing. You're gonna start by taking your two fingers, pokey fingers I call them, because you're about to turn into the Pillsbury Doughboy. And no, I don't mean that. This isn't something about the way we weigh or anything else like that. It's just because if you remember the Pillsbury Doughboy, back in the day, there'd be those commercials where someone would poke him in the stomach, the finger would go in and he'd go, hey, hey! So funny. Take your two fingers and gently press them into your stomach. And then, using your stomach, push those fingers out. Let's try again. Take your two fingers and press them into your stomach. And then, using your abs, push those fingers out. This is called abdominal bracing. And I wanted to make sure you knew what this was when we go into the core form. So let's do this. You're gonna lie down now. Lie on your back. Take your two fingers and press them into your stomach. And then, now that you're lying down, there usually is no abdominal bracing. But we always want a little bit of abdominal bracing because it strengthens the abs, tightens the tummy, and at the same time, you're strengthening your low back or making sure you don't get injured. So fingers pushed in and then push those fingers out with your stomach. Perfect abdominal bracing. I love it. We're gonna keep this tightness in the stomach and now press your back into the mat and then relax. Let's do that again. Press your back into the mat and relax. Did your fingers get a little bit deeper in? That means that you probably didn't continue to do the bracing. So let's do this again. Press your fingers into your abs and then push those fingers out. Keep that pressure. We're keeping that pressure. And now press your back into the ground and release. One more time, keeping the pressure. Press your back into the ground and then release. When you release, you'll notice that you have a slight arch in the low back. That arch is a natural arch. That's what we're looking for. From here on in, that back is never gonna flatten and you are never gonna arch. You're gonna keep that straight. So at this point, let's remember what we're doing. You're keeping your abs tight. Those fingers can't get in. Your back is in that neutral spine, which means that it's not flat and it's not arched. And if you ever feel that it's starting to arch or flatten, you can always press the back into the ground again and then release to know you're in proper alignment. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna start by crossing my arms over the chest. You can also raise your hands up towards the sky, but I prefer that you have your hand over your chest. We're gonna keep that neutral spine and the abs tight. Now take a deep inhale and bring your chin to chest. Now exhale, lift the shoulders just a little bit. It's only the head and the top of the shoulders that come up, and you're still in that neutral spine. Let's hold it here for a few seconds. We're gonna continue to hold because you're perfecting the form. You're noticing that your back is in a neutral spine, that your abs are tight because you poke into them and they can't go anywhere. Continue to hold. What if your neck gets tired? You can place your fingertips behind your head, but never pull on the head. You just want to have it there to kind of relax the neck just a little bit. And now, very slowly, roll down one vertebrae at a time. Adjust the head to look up and then back down. Let's do this again. We're going to flatten the back into the ground and release. Take your fingertips, poke them into your stomach, push your fingers out, flatten the back, and then release.
Now, chin to chest. Lift up the shoulders, look in between your legs. You're keeping a neutral spine. Deep inhale and exhale. I'm shaking. I feel this one. Do you feel this one? It's the upper abs. That's it. It's a very small motion. Again, holding it here. You can take your hand behind your head. If your neck starts to bother you, continue to poke. Check in that you're in a neutral spine, no flat back, and then lower back down. We're doing 6 of these. Let's do it again. Chin to chest, abs tight, push your fingers in, and nope, they're not going in. Now we're gonna look in between the legs and come up. Perfect. Check in with your back. Is it still in a neutral spine? Can you feel this in the upper and middle abs? It's excellent. Your low back should not be involved in this movement. It's just relaxing, hanging out, and then come back down again. Deep inhale. Exhale, chin to chest, abs are tight, poking in, check in, we're holding it up here, long holds, that's why there's only 6 reps. Make sure that your back is in that neutral spine, you're not flattening it, and then lower back down, look up, and then let's bring the chin to chest again. Curl your spine, 1 vertebrae at a time. Those abs would not let a finger in, no way, no way. That's it, keeping it tight. And then lower back down. We've got 1 more. Let's hold this one up for a long time, shall we? Chin to chest. Abs really, really tight. No fingers getting in there, no poking. That's it. Keep on going. Lift up. My low back is not flattening. Is yours? Let me know. No flat back. You want to keep that neutral spine. We're going to continue to hold it here. Can you let go of your head? That's it. What if this is getting easy? What if you can continue to hold this? Can you reach your arms overhead? Ooh, now that lever is longer. It's more difficult. All right, let's take this down again, poking in, and come back down. Okay, so now let's do the elevator technique. Ready? We're gonna lower up and down in a smooth and steady way. So, deep inhale. Exhale, pressure back into the mat and release. Let's do this again. Inhale. As you exhale, push your fingers into your abs. The abs won't let it. The abs are tight. Okay, now we're gonna add on. Deep inhale. Exhale, push the fingers and flatten the back. We're gonna keep that pressure in the fingers, in the abs, and release so that you have a neutral spine. Then chin to chest, look up. And then like an elevator, we're slowly gonna lower, using the spine as the elevator, 1 floor to another with each vertebrae comes down, 1 at a time, and then look up. Again, chin to chest, we're gonna lift up now, 1 vertebrae at a time, abs are tight, you're staying in neutral spine, come up 1 floor, 1 part of your spine, 1 floor, another part of your spine, and up. Check in with the low back. It should stay in neutral spine. And then we're gonna go down now. 1 floor at a time, 1 part of your spine, 1 floor at a time, 1 part of your spine, and then release. Let's continue. Fluid motion, chin to chest. Coming up slowly, 1 vertebrae at a time. And then checking in, the back is in neutral, your abs are tight, and then 1 vertebrae at a time. Let's pick up the pace a little, only when you get the form, when you know your back isn't gonna get involved, when you know your abs can stay tight. This is when you have this part on. That's it. 3 more. And 2 more. Back is still in neutral, abs are tight. Final 1. And release. Perfect. Okay, well that is it. You can do this only way to do a crunch safely and effectively 1 time, or you can go up to 3 sets. Let me know if you're able to keep that core strengthening, that poke in and abs pushing out. It's a hard one to do. There's a lot of mind to muscle connection, and I want to know how you do. Okay, that is it for this week. I will see you next week when we do the low abs. For more motivational fitness and nutrition tips to make 50 and beyond the healthiest and most vibrant years of your life, visit aliciajones.com.
healthyliving.com. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel.